Hello and welcome to Matchday Live. This is your half-time show as we are facing Crawley Town today at the Peninsula Stadium. It is currently 0-0. An entertaining one we've been saying though, isn't it?
It's not bad 0-0, it's not bad. I think we've controlled most of the game. It's a bit scrappy at times, but sometimes we've knocked it around quite nicely. So just haven't quite got that final last third, have we? Just
finding our form a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just that creating that little opening. We just haven't quite got it. We had a couple of sort of half chances, but yeah, they're not a bad outfit then, Crawley. They're not bad. They're sort of quite well organised, really. They're all right, yeah.
I think we've done quite well to have quite such an end-to-end game with, like I said, a good outfit that we're up against.
Defensively they haven't really caused us problems, have they? Really, we've pretty much ate everything up that they've kind of put out us, and to be fair, we haven't controlled the midfield. It's just like I say, it's just the last bit. We haven't quite managed that little bit of.
A little bit of magic at the end.
A little bit of magic, yeah. Find that little ball through, or that little bit of, yeah. Just hopefully, it's conditions aren't great though either, are they? Really.
They aren't. It's like you said, scrappy, and I think when it's this kind of weather, when it is chucking it down in Salford, the games are always like this. The tackles, I mean, Brandon flew practically in that first half.
Yeah. I think Brandon's been alright though. I think he's played well.
Yeah.
I think Brandon's done alright. Ash had a little moment of magic over on the left when he cut into the right and let one go, but straight at the keeper. But yeah, we've just not quite got the last little pass. But it'll come second half. I'm sure I said it was 0-0 at half time, didn't I? Is that what I said it'd be? 0-0. And I think we'll go and get a couple of goals in the second half. I'm sure that's what I said.
I was just about to talk about your score prediction actually, because I think if eagle-eyed viewers were listening in the pre-match show, I said 2-1.
What I will say, on the 11th minute, there was a shot right across goal that nearly went in. You
were getting excited,
weren't you? I was getting excited at that point.
But now, you know what, your score prediction 2-1, it still could happen in the second half.
Yeah, I do. I think we have been the better team, and I think we just need that little bit of a touch of class coming and
a little bit of fire in the bellies, and it should be fine.
We'll be all right. I think I think we'll get it.
I think we will.
Staying with 2-1.
I like that. But that means going to be goals in the second half, so that means everyone at home has to tune into the Match Pass. We've got to support Salford, support the boys, to go to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk because it's the only place to watch the game, so make sure you check it out so we can support them. Now, as I said, we're hoping for some goals. Are you still going with Brandon and Ash?
Yeah, honestly, I think Brandon's done alright. He's caused problems down the right. I think he's picked up.
I think people forget though, these kind of attacking players, scoring a goal isn't just making an impact. There's other ways, like you said, causing a bit of distraction, being a bit of a nuisance to the other team, and that's impactful too. And I think Brandon has been impactful.
He has, because two of their players that got booked have been challenges on Brandon.
Yeah.
So he's already he's got two of their players working on tightrope. So let's get the ball out to Brandon. Keep on working him down that right hand side. Like I say, Ash will always cause problems. Henderson, he's just got a clever head on his shoulders. James Wilson, clever head. And Oscar and Rowan, the centre in midfield, they're pretty much set everything up, and the defence looks as solid as always. We're looking alright.
I think we're looking good. The only way is up the second half, isn't it?
What, sorry?
The only way is up this second half.
Yeah.
Definitely. When it's 0-0, clean slates, we just got to go for it, haven't we?
Yeah. But like I say, it's not bad, no.
It's not bad. Now we're hoping for some goals in this second half. So there's one thing that I thought that would inspire the lads, is the Southend highlights from Tuesday. So if you missed it, this is what happened. So hopefully it will inspire the lads to score some more goals today. So those were the highlights from Tuesday now. Now I'm hoping that's a bit of inspiration for them. Encourage the boys to get some, because I mean, it was quite dark, obviously, the Tuesday night game, but we were just saying it's getting quite dark here, isn't it?
It's getting quite dark outside.
It's a bit of a gloomy day today, so I'm hoping that the lads will be able to have a bit of burst of inspiration for the second half, that's for sure. Now, you guys are in the live chat with your thoughts on the game so far, your score predictions, your good luck messages, so I'll read them out right now. So we have got Louis on YouTube who says, up the Yammies. We've got some Indonesian fans on YouTube as well, so thanks to everyone in Indonesia for watching us. They're big fans of the esports that we have as well, so that's always good. I'm also on Facebook too, so we have got James Farrington who says, come on Salford. Then we have Ryan on Facebook who says, come on Salford, all the way from Iowa. I mean, we're reaching seriously overseas here, Russ.
No.
We definitely are. We have got Lennon Standish who's watching us again. Thanks for tuning in at half time. He said that we need to put our chances away. I think we're doing well so far. I don't think it's going to be 4-2 like my original prediction, but I think it's going to be a 1-goal thriller. All or nothing then with the goals.
Yeah,
that's what it is. I like that.
Yeah.
We also have John Holt who says it's going to be close 2-1 to Salford. Paul Lomas says push on Salford. We need all 3 points today. We have got Emma Louise Ellison who says come on Salford. So thank you for tuning in. Now, we are ready for question time. We've got a few questions to throw at you. Because whenever we have a special guest on this show, we always try and find out what they're about. So I asked the Salford City supporters group for their questions. Be prepared. Some of them, a little bit questionable. But this is why we love our Salford City supporters group. You ready?
Yeah.
First question then.
Right.
Sheila Smith wants to know, Lennon or McCartney and why?
Oh, right.
Tough one that, isn't it?
No, you know, that's a good question that. Obviously, they inspired loads of people. Oasis, that's who that's who Noel Gallagher was inspired by. Out of the two, just together, as a songwriting duo together, just absolutely brilliant. But I would like to also add George Harrison, because George Harrison as a songwriter, brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, there you go, Sheila Smith. Thank you for sending your question. Now here's a funny one. John Bradbury wants to know, are you a Lynx fan or a Right Guard fan? I do love these questions.
Well, knowing John personally, I'm more of an Old Spice man myself. But that's just for John.
There you go. Then Morgan Jones, thank you for sending in your question. He wants to know, what does the K stand for in K Klass?
Doesn't stand for nothing. It literally doesn't.
Just sounds cool.
No. What it was, right? We took a demo cassette, a 4-track demo cassette into Eastern Bloc Records, which used to be in town as the main record shop in town in 1989, and they said, put the tracks out like that. And we didn't have a name. As an act, we didn't have a name. And at the time, Paul, the other lad in the band, he was like a big fan of John Peel, who late 80s was playing a lot of hip hop and stuff, and there always seemed to be like bands like KRS-One, they always had letters in the name. So Paul said, why don't we just come up with something that's got a letter in the name, and Paul just come up with it, K Klass, and it stuck, and we just went with it. So don't mean nothing.
I think everyone likes that. There's always a good story behind a name, I find. That's the thing. So I like the fact that it was just a hunt for a name and that came about.
We had to get a name quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's literally that. We couldn't just put the 4 tracks out like anonymous.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, fair play to you. I like that.
Yeah.
Another question. So, what is your favourite moment in K Klass so far? I bet there's loads of memories for you to pick on here, so this is a hard question.
There's lots. I've got more than one. First appearance on Top of the Pops was unbelievable.
What's that?
Getting nominated and going over to the Grammys in 2002 was unbelievable. But probably the highlight was last summer because we've got involved we've always been involved with the nightclub brand Cream because of our management at the time. They set up in 1992, they set up the nightclub Cream over in Liverpool, so we've always been kind of connected with them. But we got involved with the classical shows, and we performed in front of just over 30,000 in Liverpool last year on stage with the classical show with the full orchestra.
That just sounds incredible.
It's absolutely incredible. So as something from a bit for self-taught, we're self-taught in this, and to move from being self-taught, just wanting to put a record out, to performing with an orchestra was unbelievable.
I love that. Now, the second half is underway, so are you hoping for a win?
Definitely a win.
So if you want to tune into it, go to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk, get your match pass, support the boys, support the club, and hopefully we'll have a great result at full time. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being my guest.
No, thank you very much.